Players can earn a dedicated band of hardcore followers and cult status amongst fans in a variety of ways. For some, it's because they arrived at their club with little fanfare, low expectations, and for such a small fee, only to go on to perform at a level that few could even have dreamed of. For me, Michu at Swansea is one such player. On May 30th, 2011, a Swansea City side, managed by Brendan Rodgers and inspired by a Scott Sinclair hat-trick, dispatched Reading by 4-2 in the playoff finals, securing promotion to the Premier League and making history in the process by becoming the first Welsh team to make it to the division since its inception in 1992. In their maiden season in the top flight, they impressed a lot of people with the way they played and claimed a few big scalps at the Liberty Stadium, including eventual winners Man City. Under Rodgers, Swansea would finish a very respectable 11th in the league. However, their hero manager would leave to join Liverpool in the summer, to be replaced by Danish icon Michael Laudrup. They also lost some key players in the form of Joe Allen, Scott Sinclair and Gylfi Sigurdsson, who returned to his parent club following his loan. Laudrup splashed out on the signings of midfielder Ki Sung-young from Celtic and winger Pablo Hernandez from Valencia, both costing around €7 million. Jonathan de Guzman arrived on loan from Villarreal. All of these new players came with a certain amount of pedigree and the expectation of immediately improving the first team. Not burdened with the same weight of anticipation was the €2 million signing of Spanish forward Michu from Rayo Vallecano. Any curious Swansea fans doing some research on the 26-year-old would have found some uninspiring numbers from his days with Celta in the Segunda division, and a decent return of 15 La Liga goals after his only season with Rio, which included a brace against Real Madrid. If fans didn't know who he was when he signed, they sure knew all about him after the opening weekend of the 2012-13 season, where he bagged a brace in Swansea's 5-0 rout of QPR. He was on the score sheet again the following weekend as they beat West Ham 3-0, and he once again found the back of the net for the third consecutive match in a 2-2 draw with Sunderland, maintaining his position as the league's top scorer. Michu seemed to be perfectly suited for the Premier League and for Michael Laudrup's team. A skillful and technically gifted footballer, Michu operated in predominantly a roaming playmaker type role behind the striker. He could unlock defences with his accurate passes and vision. His height and build meant that he had no problem adapting to the physical nature of the game in England, proving also to be a capable aerial threat. And of course, his main attribute, which stole the headlines and hearts of supporters, was his composed, clinical nature in front of goal. He was a lethal finisher, and also operated as the main striker at times throughout the season. Though Swansea played with a fluid formation with much positional interchanging encouraged, Michu would maintain his excellent goal-scoring form over the course of the whole season, providing the Swansea fans with some memorable moments, such as the opening goal of a 3-1 victory against West Brom, his instinctive and devastating brace in the final 2 minutes of their famous win over Arsenal at the Emirates, where he pounced on and punished defensive errors, and his equaliser in the 1-1 draw with Man United. Michu would end the season on 18 Premier League goals, 22 in all competitions, as Swansea bettered the previous season by placing 9th in the league. Undoubtedly, the highlight of Michu's and Swansea's season was their triumph in the League Cup, which featured a spectacular Round 4 3-1 victory over Liverpool at Anfield and a 2-1 victory against Chelsea in the semis. Michu would score 3 times in the competition, including the second goal of a 5-0 hammering of Bradford in the final. This triumph in the League Cup was Swansea's first major trophy, and saw them enter the Europa League at the third round qualifying stage, an all-round fantastic achievement and a great day for the club. So, Michu proved to be the bargain of the season as he lit up England, and with Michael Laudrup deciding to stay and bolstering the team with the record signing of Wilfred Bonney from Vitesse and the astute capture of Jonjo Shelvey, many were excited to see what Michu and Swansea would achieve together. It seems like we were going to be treated to more of the same when Michu scored Swansea's first goal of the season against Malmo in the Europa League qualifiers. However, that was not a sign of things to come, as supporters had to wait until 16th of September, match day 4, for Michu to score his first Premier League goal. In comparison, he had 4 already at the same stage the previous season. He would score the following week against Crystal Palace, but those 2 were to be the only goals he scored in the Prem that season. He picked up a knee injury, followed by ankle issues, which saw him sidelined for a total of 15 matches. Even when he did return to fitness, he had fallen out of favour, and in the summer of 2014, Michu left Swansea to join Napoli on loan, but he would miss the whole season due to injury. On 9th of November 2015, he was released from his contract with Swansea, having not kicked a ball for them for well over a year. Injuries would plague the rest of Michu's career, before he retired early at the age of 31. So, Swansea fans, let me know in the comments. Do you agree with me branding Michu as a cult hero, or would you label him as more of a one-season wonder? For me, it's the former, because of his totally unexpected impact, his key role in helping Swansea lift the trophy, and the iconic moments he was responsible for. Thanks for watching.